everyone, I'm a third of the way through my book, which is brilliant because I'm halfway through my time as University of Otago College of Education Creative New Zealand children's writer in residence. I know that maths doesn't quite tally up, but it feels like an accomplishment to me. When you get into the 5-digit zone of words in your word count, that's pretty amazing. So yay me. This is Swapna Haddow here, and I'm back with another little top tip for writing. So I was just looking back through some of the stuff I've written, and I realised I'm quite dialogue heavy. I think in my first drafts I love to write with dialogue because it's a really good way of keeping some action going, pushing the story forward, and it's where I get a lot of humour in my stories. So I thought I'd give you my top tips for writing dialogue. Now, when you're an old woman like me and you're trying to write in the mindset of a 13-year-old, a really good tip I have for you is to listen to how 13-year-olds talk to each other. Now, don't be really creepy and, sort of hang around parks like a weirdo, but, if you have kids, listen to what they say to each other. If you're watching movies with a young protagonist, listen to how they speak to each other. It's a really good way to put yourself in the mindset of a teen. So my next top tip is, of course, once you've listened to how they speak, is to take away all the sort of boring stuff that they say. So the ums, the ahs, the likes, all of that stuff, even though it's stuff that, we say to each other, if it's in a story, it's quite jarring and it slows the story. So unless you're putting it in there because you're trying to control the pace of the story for a specific reason, or you're trying to make a character, seem a certain way, I would take away all the sort of gumph that goes with what people say and get to the point of what the conversation should be about. And my last top tip is, if you're not sure how to do either of those, watch loads of movies, read loads of books for the age group you're writing for, and really look at the dialogue between characters, because that will really help you understand how characters speak to each other and how you can really move the story on using dialogue. So dialogue is my best friend when I come to write stories. I love using dialogue because it's a really fun way to get everyone's personalities out from the get-go. So yes, those are my top tips. Good luck!